going on, YouTube? Levi and we're starting our 10-day adventure that's going to take us through part of the SCAR, which is the South Carolina Adventure Route, all the way down to the coast. And we're going to beach hop from Charleston, South Carolina down to Savannah. Stick around and come with us. So first stop of the trip was a sandwich stop. We're here in Murphy, North Carolina, most western part of North Carolina pretty much that you can get before you come back into Tennessee. We actually stopped at Fields of the Woods. It's a really cool place. If you've never been here, it's definitely worth checking out. A lot of scripture and just really cool scenic stuff on this hill. We're gonna eat a sandwich and probably here in the next, what'd you do?
Nothing.
Did you just mustard us up?
I mustered the mustard.
Oh man, what do we got going on here? Come on, man.
What?
Where's mine?
I didn't make you one.
Oh.
There's yours.
So we probably got another, I don't know, hour or so. And we should be getting on some Forest Service roads here pretty soon. So we've got a nice campsite already picked. We're actually going to be staying at the Standing Indian campsite area. It's first come, first serve. We're really hoping it's not booked up, but whenever, we'll work it out. We'll catch you in a few. Made it to camp, Standing Indian Campground. It's actually a really nice little place, right on the Nantahala River. A lot of the loops are first come, first serve. There are some that are reservable online, but yeah, it's a pretty slick little place. I think it'll serve well for home for tonight. So we're going to head down to the office and get paid up, and then come back, probably get some food ready, sit by the fire. We'll probably just check in with you in the morning. See you then. Good morning. So we slept well last night. It came an absolute torrential downpour, lightning, thunder, the whole deal. Luckily we stayed dry in this thing. It wasn't a big deal. Our max air fan, while it is great, has a rain sensor, and if it gets one drop of moisture on it, it quits working the entire night. So had to get up this morning and get it dried off. My wife had a little plug-in USB fan that literally saved our lives though, because if there's no air moving this thing, it gets hot. I don't know if I mentioned it last night, or I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, but we're actually in the Nantahala National Forest area, and this is Standing Indian Campground. And it's beautiful. It's a cool little campsite, lots of shade, pretty spread out. You're not right on top of anybody. They do have a bathhouse, no hookups or anything like that, which we don't really care about any of that. Bathhouse is just kind of handy. But yeah, today we've got probably 200 miles of travel, so we're actually going to be on the SCAR, and I'm really not sure what to expect. It looks like a lot of it's going to be just main highway, but does take us up through a pretty serious Forest Service loop out of a town called Abbeville. I'm not sure. So But yeah, we'll be on that. So I think we're gonna get caffeinated, get everything packed up, do a quick check on the rig, check the oil, check the fluids, all that good stuff, and we'll catch you in a few. Cheers. Gonna cheers the peoples. Say cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
I have to take my top off. I'm not big enough to drink out of one.
That's good. Actually did have a little bit of a late start. It's a crazy small world. The campsite that we pulled into last night, my wife recognized the vehicle directly across from us, and it ended up being my aunt and her husband, and of course we had to chat with them and catch up and all that good stuff. And they don't live in the same state. They actually live in North Carolina, so pretty crazy small world. But anyway, we are on Forest Service Road 86, I believe. Looks like we've got a little one-lane Forest Service road, nothing crazy. I'm not sure how long we're going to be on this guy, but we are currently in a little bit of a situation because we're about out of fuel. I put 5 gallons that I had in the jerry can in it last night. When we were back in the camper into its spot, I could hear the fuel pump whining, and of course the gauge was setting on E. We got 5 gallons. We're not out yet, so everything's fine. We're not lost. Well, we're not lost, but everything's fine until you run out of fuel. Are you freaking out? She freaks out. I'm not that worried about it.
I tried to get him to stop to get gas.
Well, I was going to stop, and we ended up not really coming in. I thought we still had one more chance for fuel after, of course we didn't. So we're going to motor down through here and should come out into a little area. Hopefully we get some fuel.
Hopefully there's not a video of us without fuel in a minute.
You'll know if we run out. We'll see you in a bit. Big old guy. Go on, buddy. Sunning. Go on. Don't get angry. See if he gets angry. No, come on. Let's go on. Get out of the road, homie. Well, we made it to civilization, and we've got less than 1/8 of a tank left. I'm not sure what that equates to. I think I mentioned we'd already used 5 gallons in the jerry can. I'm gonna have to break down and put 30-gallon fuel tank in this guy. What do you think?
Yes, please. I don't want to
She gets nervous. As long as the needle's bouncing, you're probably okay, and it was still moving.
Catch a snake.
Well, yeah. Had to save the little snakey snake. So we'll see how much fuel this guy takes. We were about out. 17.9 gallons on a 19-gallon tank, so we were running on fumes. But we made it all as well. We got this thing topped off. We're gonna fill the jerry can up and get back on the road. We'll see you in a few. Grossly overestimated how far we would travel in a reasonable amount of time. We're set to be at our campsite tonight at about 6:30. I think we're about an hour out. But if we'd have stayed on the path that we were on, man, it'd have been midnight. The campsite entrance actually closed at 10. So we abandoned ship and actually just jumped on state road. We're not on anything serious. Still trying to stay off main highways and stuff like that. We're cruising down a state road. But we're going to be there probably in another hour or so. Get set up, get some grub in our belly. Enjoy the evening, and we will see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. So we snuck into camp about 6 o'clock last night. Kind of just hung out. We really didn't do any filming. We're staying in the Mistletoe State Park. Really nice state park. You like it?
I like it. Yeah.
It's quiet. Got a pretty nice view. We're tucked in here in the shade. We're actually staying on the J. Thurmond Reservoir, which is, I think, the northernmost point of the Savannah River. I think the Savannah River comes out of the reservoir. It may flow through it, I'm not sure. But yeah, we really don't have any big plans for today. We're actually staying here for 2 nights. We're gonna go check out the historic district, I think, in Augusta, Georgia. We're right outside of Augusta. Tomorrow we've got a pretty big day though. We're gonna try to get on the road reasonably early, and we're gonna jump on the scar. We're gonna hammer the southernmost leg of the scar. It looks like we probably got about 200 miles on the scar, and again, I really don't know what to expect out of it. The first leg of what we did yesterday was just all Forest Service and was literally beating the crap out of us. So in order to make some time, we just jumped on a state road and stayed kind of the back roads, but just kind of got here because it would have literally taken us until midnight to get here. So I think the last leg of the scar that we're going to be on though should be pretty scenic. Looks like some sandy areas, through some marshy lands and through some old historic areas, so should be pretty cool. But yeah, we're gonna have to get on the road pretty early to make that happen. And then tomorrow tomorrow evening we should end up in Charleston. Yeah, we got a really nice camping resort. We're resort camping down in Charleston, and our daughter and her husband are gonna meet us.
They're not coming till Tuesday.
But so that's what, tomorrow's Monday.
Tomorrow's
Monday.
Tomorrow's Monday, yeah.
So not tomorrow, but the next day they'll be meeting up with us, and then we're gonna kind of bomb down the beach. There's actually some wildlife areas, some WMA wildlife management areas that look like they're going to be pretty cool to explore. We can drive through them. Try to put the drone up, get some good shots of what we got going on so far. Like nothing really, you know.
Well, we've not been that many miles, but it's taken us.
Oh yeah, no, for
so
sure.
We haven't really done anything.
Yeah, no, we've just been traveling, kind of taking our time. We could have made this trip in 5 hours.
5 hours.
From where we're, from 5.5 hours, we could have made it from our house to Charleston. But we've basically done. We'll have
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, basically.
3
Monday.
days. Yeah, 6 to 8 hours days in a vehicle to go. What would normally take 5 hours on normal roads, but that's what we enjoy doing. That's what we built the rig for. Yogi's happy and comfortable on the back roads, and that's what we like. You can't really see anything on the interstate, so. But yeah, no real hardcore off-road stuff that we've seen so far. I think the only part of the scar that you really have to be worried about is if it's like really wet. I think there can be some areas that will cause issues if you don't have, like, you know, not hardcore four-wheel drive, but if you don't have a locked front and rear four-wheel drive vehicle and some means of self-recovery.
But nothing that we done yesterday needed.
No, there was a Baylor van.
There was a Honda Civic.
Yeah, which they really didn't care about their Honda Civic, because some of those roads we came up were pretty rough, but nothing that you really had to have four-wheel drive for. A lot of Forest Service stuff, but yeah, pretty laid back. But yeah, we're gonna just kind of chill and go see some stuff today, and come back here and hang out. And no real plans today, but we'll have some more adventure and travel tomorrow. So we'll film throughout the day and check in with you periodically. But
You're gonna go get me a t-shirt.
oh yeah, I may have to have a sticker. So for now, I'm gonna finish my coffee, and we'll see you in a little while. Well, we didn't accomplish much today, but I'm fixing to get some sandwiches because I was getting hangry, and we ended up with a new campsite. It was Sunday, a lot of people were rolling out, and we stopped in at the office and asked if they would allow us to move $4 more for this upgraded waterfront property. What do you think? Much better? Our other site was fine. It was just a little closed in, and yeah, we were on red clay, so now we've got some gravel, and we're bougie like that. We're camping, but we're bougie camping. So we're gonna eat some sandwiches and hang out the rest of the day. We'll catch up with you tomorrow when we actually get into something worth talking about. We'll see you then. I'm standing here making coffee and these guys show up. A little leery. They seem to be chill though. Nobody's tried to start any drama. No goose drama. Drinking coffee with a lakefront view this morning. And we managed to get an early start. We got up about 7:30. It's 8 o'clock now. Everything's packed. We're gonna finish our coffee and we're gonna get on the road. I think we're probably 30 miles from where we actually get on the scar. And there's a southern loop, and then there's like the original, and then there's an added southern loop. We're actually gonna do the original southern loop. So looks like about 134 miles of scar before we get close to Charleston. We're gonna get packed up. We're finished putting the rig up and get everything hooked up, get on the road, get some fuel. We'll see you when we get to the head of the scar. There you go, damn. peaches. Peaches for free.
SCA.
Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. Little beef jerky. Stopped in the middle of nowhere, South Carolina, to enjoy some trail sammies. I was getting hungry. Truck was getting a little, not warm, but you could definitely feel the heat in the trans tunnel, so we decided we'd stop and let things cool down and enjoy a sandwich. It's about 80 degrees here today.
At least.
And a lot of this road is loose sand, so second gear, just taking your time, seems to be where the truck's happiest at. I think the hottest it got was like 212, which isn't hot for an LQ4. Tranny is definitely, trans cooler's running constantly. Tranny's running about 200 degrees, but loose sand definitely is asking a lot out of the drivetrain. There was a couple of spots I thought we were gonna get stuck. What about you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Promise. Be a miracle with making noises over here.
She's pooping. Don't let her lie. She's making farting noises.
I'm making sandwiches.
But beautiful area, lots of farmland out here. It was fun. It was a good time. I think we're gonna cruise. We'll probably do another 20 miles of this, and we'll put the drone up, get some drone footage. We're still, what, 2 hours?
Well, it depends. I think we went by the way you're supposed to go on the GPS. In the last hour, we've only went technically 5 minutes.
Five. So
if you go by the way the GPS.
right, if you plug, so we punched in the GPS when we left our first campsite. What was the first travel time? 3 hours?
No, it was like 2 hours and 59 minutes, I think.
2 hours and 59 minutes. We've probably driven over 100 miles, and it says we're
2 hours and 11 minutes.
Yeah, so you basically go 50 miles and it knocks 10 minutes off your time. And really where we're at right now, there's no good way to get to Charleston. So we're just gonna keep on motoring, enjoy the day, and yep, we'll keep you updated.
How was the traffic, Levi?
There's a lot of traffic here. That's insane.
What are you doing, Levi? Don't you spray me.
Well, I'm washing 3 days of back road mud and dirt so that when we pull into this campsite, we don't look like the rednecks from Tennessee that we are. So
When we pulled in the other day, they thought we all were.
they were definitely looking. I'm pretty sure the solar panel probably wouldn't even work. It was so much covered with so much wrecked clay and dirt.
Looks pretty now, though.
What is it?
It looks pretty. You're wanting to spray me.
Shiny.
Stop!
Whoa, we made it. Traffic was awesome. No, it was terrible. I've never seen so much traffic. I had no idea Charleston was that busy, but we're driving in. Got a little beach area. 15 miles an hour.
Oh, that's light.
So yeah, we survived it. Again, traffic was terrible coming into Charleston. I don't know what was going on. It's the week before Memorial Day, but it was crazy. We're gonna get in, get checked in, get in our campsite, and we'll check back in with you. So, we're gonna get ran over again. Oh my God, we're gonna die. This place is crazy. There is traffic out the horse. We got to camp, we got the teardrop unhooked, and we decided we needed a few last minute provisions for dinner, so we ran out and grabbed some hamburger meat and a couple of other odds and ends. We're actually going to head down to Folly Beach. We're actually only about 8 miles from Folly Beach, so we're gonna bomb down there and scope it out. We'll take you with us. Well, we've made it to the beach. We've actually, neither one of us has actually been to South Carolina before. So, or I've been to South Carolina, I've just never been to the beach in South Carolina. So, I don't know how many miles we put on Yogi so far, but he's actually gonna roll over to 0 here pretty soon, another 200 miles. We've actually put almost 10,000 miles on Yogi since we put him together. And honestly, I'm pretty proud of that because a lot of guys build these trucks and they don't ever put miles on them. So yeah, that's literally all travel trails. I mean, we've had that thing. We've taken Yogi to Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, multiple states. We said 10,000 miles on the truck, and everything's been functioning great. So we're gonna bomb around this week and kind of beach hop. I don't think you can't drive on any of the beaches in South Carolina. It's not like OBX, but we'll make the best of it. We're gonna mosey around. The coast here is pretty. We're gonna mosey around for a few and head back to camp. We'll catch up with you when we make some dinner. What you eating? Pre-gaming with some spinach and artichoke dip. Actually made that myself. I mean, I heated it up myself. It was really good though. We're gonna have some potatoes, fried potatoes, some spinach and artichoke dip, and then we're gonna cook up some fat hamburgers. I told you to cut way too many. Bang our shin when we try to walk through there. And just like that, dinner is served. We got one big old fat hamburger and some fried potatoes. We're trying to be minimalist and use as few plates as we possibly can. That way we don't have to wash the dishes. Athena's actually already got most of the dishes caught up. So we're gonna get our faces fed, get showered and tucked into bed, and we'll catch up with you in the morning. Good morning. Well, it's actually mid-afternoon. What time is it? Noon? Almost noon. We got up about 8:30 this morning. We are at the, I think I mentioned yesterday, we're at the James County Park Campground.
James Island County Park.
Yeah, that one. And it's warm here. It's like 85 degrees. We were still kind of in spring weather at home, and we came straight into the furnace of the coast. Still slept well last night. This campsite's nice, but it's definitely not what we're typically used to. I mean, I'll flip you around and show you. Campsite there, campsite there, campsite there, there. They are definitely stacked in on top of each other, which it's fine. We're only going to be here for
tonight and tomorrow night. My daughter and her husband actually come in tonight. We're kind of waiting on them, catching up on some laundry. No real off-road footage today to be had. I think I'm just going to be exploring beaches. Sadly, like I said yesterday, you can't drive on any of the beaches here like you can in Outer Banks, but there is a lot of cool historic stuff here in Charleston. I believe we're actually going to run over to an old plantation, kind of scope it out, maybe hit up the Museum of Natural History. Believe it or not,
The tree.
oh yeah, the angel tree. Believe it or not, as bad as I hated school, I am a history nerd. I actually appreciate those things in my later life. So we're gonna finish the laundry. Got about 20 minutes until our clothes are dry. You know, we're here for 10 days and we only packed for 5. That way we didn't have a major amount of clothes to carry. So this place does have a laundry place, which is nice. So yeah, get our laundry caught up and go bomb around, and we'll carry you along with us and show you what we get into. So we're actually at the McLeod plantation right here in downtown Charleston. I mean, we're in the middle of it. It was only about 2 miles from where we're staying. Looks like this place was actually in operation until around the 1940s, when it wasn't sustainable anymore. Oh man, look at the big oak trees. It's one beautiful thing about the Deep South is the Spanish moss and the big old live oaks. So I'll be your tour guide for today. Behind us, apparently, we have the old gin house, which was actually where they dried and worked the cotton from the crops. And it said that this place was in its prime in the 1860s. This place is beautiful. Speaking of pooping in the woods,
Could you imagine sitting beside somebody who goes to the bathroom?
we got a 3-seater in here. I'm not sure. I think that's number 1. That's number 2. And the big house. Definitely a beautiful place, but it's kind of got a heavy vibe. Me think of the history, you know, U.S. history as well as I do. Think of kind of the atrocities and the way people were dehumanized in places like this. It's kind of tough, but sadly, history is history. Just hope to be better people. The cinnamon roll guy's back. We found him on the side of the road yesterday. So we didn't do a lot of filming yesterday evening. I made it into downtown Charleston and I managed to get a parking ticket. $14.
For what? How long?
8 minutes.
Welcome to the city, folks. 8 minutes. 8 minutes on the meter. $14.
8 minutes late.
8 minutes late. It was 8 minutes late getting back to the car. Well, we're out of the campsite. Rigs are all fueled up. We are actually adventuring over to Sullivan's Island, I think, is where we're going to go check out this lighthouse. And like I said, we're gonna go tour this Boone's plantation before we get on the road. South Carolina people, smile.
Wave.
It's not that hard. I don't know if it's the campsites where we're staying with some crotchety older people or what the deal is, but everybody walks around like this. And you wave at them,
And they look at you like
and
you're
they
crazy.
literally look at you like you are dumb. I blew my horn at one lady. I was like, burp, get that. Anywho's, hopefully this next campsite will be a little bit more
Savannah.
friendly.
Maybe it's just Charleston. I don't know.
Maybe it's us. Maybe it's us.
Maybe we look like the Clampets.
We do look like Cousin Eddie just pulled up into their nice fancy campsite, so I'm sure that's a thing. Oh well. Joke's on them. I probably got more money in my junk than they do in theirs. I don't know. I think the joke's on us at that point. But anywho, we're gonna get on the road and we'll catch up with you in a few. Well, we did the thing. It is hot. Like, it is super hot out here. We didn't tour the main house. You had to actually schedule a tour. And we're still 2 hours and a piece from where we're actually trying to get. You not being sociable?
No.
No.
It's too hot.
So I'm going to start trying to keep up with how many people I wave at
That's what I'm doing. I'm becoming South Carolina.
and don't wave back. Like, stare dead at you. Like, I get it, the truck's cool. Like, you can look at it. You can wave, nod your head, something.
If it was a bird, what
I don't know if these, I feel like these are probably all people from different parts of the world though. Like, these are tourists. They're not very nice people, it doesn't seem like. I don't know, maybe it's me. Anyway, we've got about 2.5 hours before we get to Hunting Beach State Park. So we'll see when we get there. We're struggling. It's 93 degrees and our AC just quit. I think we lost a relay.
We pray we lost the relay.
I've got to get some insulation on the inside of this truck. My feet are on fire. driven this truck in the summertime and it's just never been a big deal, I don't guess, but 93 degree outside, feels like
and that's
96.
Cool for today.
Yeah. It's hot. Luckily, we are about
4 miles.
4 miles from where we've got to go. I'm ready to be out of this truck.
Yogi's ready for us to be out of him.
Yeah. I don't think people appreciate what, like, you drive 300, 400 miles a day in your whatever new model vehicle. Do it in this. 300, you're ready, you're done. You're done. Wasn't too bad with the AC going. The AC, even in 90 degree temperature, with the windows up, it would keep it tolerable. It was still hot, just you weren't sweating. You were just right on the verge of starting to sweat. Now, there's no hope. Said, I'm in flip-flops and my feet are absolutely on fire. So, insulation in the floor. We've definitely got some upgrades that have got to happen on this rig.
One is not to go south.
Yeah, go somewhere cooler. Go north. What was I thinking? It wasn't supposed to be this hot. It's actually, they said it is abnormally warm for this time of year. So, I don't know what happened. It just cooled down. Yeah, I did.
Is this the sweat running down the back of your leg?
No, my floorboard just got infinitely cooler. We'll be there in a minute. Though. We'll see when we get there. Got the beach right over there. Blower motor is dead on the AC, and it's.
Send someone to come pick me up. You should really tell people when you're recording.
Send help.
Help!
Hey, Ari, I'm recording. But we made it. We're all set up. We've traveled in the heat before. We'll survive, at least. I think we will. We've got about 120 more miles. What do we got? 120 miles left?
To what?
Till we're in the last place in Savannah. No, it's less than that.
Yeah, it's what, 70. Oh, we have icicles on our nose.
We've only got about 70 miles left before we're actually at our final destination in Savannah. And then from there, we'll head north. So hopefully, as we head north, it should cool off. And maybe it won't be that bad. Regardless, this is part of driving in an old rig. Broke out the voltmeter. Yes, I carry a voltmeter with me, and I had power going. I run a relay on the AC system. Compressor still had power, fans still had power, or at least to the junction, and I attempted to pull the blower motor, but it's tied in there without dropping the whole AC box, and really wasn't any point since there was power going to it, and I didn't see any weird breaks in the wire. So it is what it is. We're going to keep on motoring. We've got 2 days here, and we're just going to hang out and relax. We're going to eat a big steak dinner. Coop is on the scuttle. What do we got going on?
It's the birthday boy cooking too.
Tell him happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Got them filet mignons, campfire baked potatoes. We just polished off the last of the Publix
You didn't show them my horseshoe
spinach and
crab.
artichoke. This kid is grown, and she brings home some rotten trash off of the beach, a horseshoe crab shell. And I mean, she's 23 years old, so I can't really say anything about it.
It's going to her
And then
house.
she immediately stuck her hand in the bag of chips that we were eating after touching the crab. Anyway, we're gonna enjoy dinner. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. Well, we really didn't do much in the way of anything other than relaxing today. We had a beach day. I'll squeeze in here. I'll talk to him. I'll say hi.
Hi.
What do we do?
We went to the beach.
We had a beach day. We are actually about on the other side of those trees from the beach, and it was still pretty hot, but the beach was nice. Show them what you got going on over there. Oh, brother.
Oh man.
Look at that. It's handmade, homemade pizza dough, and that there thingy right there
It's none of the cheese.
is a big old thing of freshly shredded mozzarella, because you can't be using just regular bag mozzarella. Did you make the sauce too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured he did. He's gonna fire up the wood pizza. Oh, I think I'm gonna show you this one. Check it out. Some of you may appreciate this. We got the Uni, a wood-fired pizza oven. This thing is super cool. No, it's this side. I'm an idiot. I don't even know how to operate it. Big old thick door. So yeah, Coop's gonna make us some pizzas and we're gonna enjoy some fresh pizzas. And they are actually really good. He's made them for us before, man. They're killer. His dough is so good. But I think tomorrow we've just got about an hour to Savannah. I think we're gonna call this on the video. I think we've came and adventured and had a good time. Not super looking forward to the ride in the truck with no AC, but it is what it is. Got a big long list of upgrades for Yogi when we get to the house. I'm gonna put some deeper gears in him. I have a header collector gasket that is leaking. I need to address that. I put aluminum gaskets in it and they were supposed to be the good ones. They were Mr. Gasket. That's what everybody said, to use the annealed aluminum. They've actually egged out around the manifold or around the flange and they are starting to leak. So we're gonna address that. We've got to get some insulation in the truck. The truck's hot running down the road. Like I said, the floor pan was 140 degrees. So we've got to get that taken care of and fix the AC. I think those are the main upgrades and things that need to be taken care of. I think the 513 gears in this thing will be a good upgrade for it too. Just trying to get the engine in a more happy RPM range when it's running down the road with the transmission and the torque converter and lockup. So we appreciate you guys at home taking the time to watch these videos. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Reach down in the comments, say hi to us, leave us a message. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. Say bye, Ari.